Hi, guys and gals. It's your friendly favorite neighborhood psychic, spiritual medium, Lana K. And I just decided to come back because I didn't see anybody on, so I didn't want to stay too long, but I was inspired by the topic that I talked on my first uh, broadcast at 3 this afternoon. And it was about conflict and heartbreak. And I don't know, I got inspired to come back online and talk about a common relationship issues that are going on. And it's a very codependency type of relationship, and talk about why we choose to love codependently. I mean, I'm like trying to get in touch with myself and the things that I've seen. Greetings, Statia's online, my girl. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. All right. So codependency is a big issue. It's been a big issue for me. A lot of my earth angels out there, my lights in the collective. We've all had to deal with very codependent relationships, one sided, because we see in people what they need, where they need love, and we love people, and we get attracted to the most damaged people, the most damaged people, the people who don't have any love, so they have no love to give. And and how we get affected by that. We get busy taking care of nurturing and mothering, and we forget that it's a relationship, but it's not, and we hide behind it. And in the first video, if you did not check it out, we talked about complacency in a relationship. So in my journey to self-love, it took many codependent relationships for me to learn how to love myself. All that love that I was pouring out on everybody, on everyone, my children, my husband, my mother, my father, every single relationship in my life has always been codependent and very one sided. And now I'm realizing my pattern, and you might be too. You might be realize that I use people to hide from myself, so I need to stop doing that. I need to stop, and I need to be real with me. I need to turn that love that I've been pouring out there and pouring it into here, you know, and fill my cup up and not worry about who I'm giving my love to, So that's what I was inspired to come out and talk about. So, check those issues. Check those issues. If you're not, if you feel like there's something missing within yourself, if you are not looking within, you know, you're trying to prove yourself, I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy. I'm good enough, because I've been trapped in this mindset of trying to be a good daughter, trying to be a good mother, trying to be a good wife, trying to be good, 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 good. And I didn't realize how heavy that is, being good all the time. So I realized that, there is some dark in me. There is something in me that feels that it's not good, you know. And so I have to prove to myself and use these other people uh, outside of me to prove that I'm worthy of love. I am worthy of love. I'm worthy of love. You're worthy of love. We're all worthy of love. But we're most worthy of our own love and our own self. And, I've been going through my own journey. That's why I pulled back. I pulled back from social media. I've been faced with a lot of issues, a lot of pain. My heart is breaking all the time. And I'm so emotional that it's so hard for me to be there for somebody else when I need to be really there for myself and sit in what this is and stop using my clients, stop using my life, and get real with no bullshit. And that's what I've been doing. I've been doing my fucking homework, because my dream was when I was 13, my father passed away, and all of my family scattered away. So I felt abandoned by the whole world. And I vowed to myself to, I wanted to have a family. And, so that put me on a journey through many very toxic relationships, one after another. And until I understood, like, okay, I did create that family, and now that dream is coming to an end. And now what do I do? Well, what I do now is it's time to stop dreaming. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up from the dream. So so it's time to wake up. And these are the realizations that I've been going through and now sharing with you about for myself. And you might be experiencing similar stuff. Um, and kind of distracting yourself from it by, going to work, listening to music, talking to people, bitching about people, moaning about people. But really, it's all a distraction for us to get in touch with what is the root of all our damage and stop spreading our damage outward. You know, I want to be in harmony with you. I don't want to cause harm. And sometimes, even if I have good intention, I can cause harm to you and you can cause harm to me. And pain is not something that we need to run from. We need to examine it. We need to look at it. We need to be thankful for the pain, because the pain is there to tell you something's not right. And we just need to acknowledge our pain. That's why we run away from love. We run away from the light. We would rather be in the dark, because if we're in the dark, then ignorance can cover us, and we're not to blame. And we are not to blame. But that doesn't mean you're not responsible. You are responsible. And when you become more free, it you have to be accountable. Your freedom, your sovereignty, it needs responsibility to be anchored. You have to be accountable for who you are. You have to be accountable for your light. And if you know your truth, then you are responsible for your truth. You're responsible for the words that come out of your mouth. You're responsible for everything, because you're a free and sovereign being. And in order to become that free and sovereign being, you have to take those chains off one at a time. One at a time. You got to get out of the program. You got to look at what you accepted to be your truth that was never your truth, that was passed down to you by society, by teachers, by parents, by guardians, by aunts, by uncles, in your DNA, that has been passed on, passed on, passed on. And break that chain and break that cycle and stand up for yourself and your truth. You are an individual, and nobody can tell you who you individually are. That is why we carry this pit of loneliness wherever we go. You can be in a relationship, you can share it with someone, but you can't really be with them like you are with you. And that's the main relationship. That's why we're here on this earth. That's why we walk this plane, so we can have this individual, private intimacy relationship with ourselves. It's not about the outside world. It is about your inner talks. What does your inner talk sound like? Are they bullies? Is it dark? Is it like, okay, it's dark. It may be dark. All right, listen to it. Listen to it. Have a cup of tea with yourself. Talk this stuff out. Clean out your own air. There's so many dark thoughts in our mind. There's so many dark wounds in our hearts. It's time to cry it out. It's time to let it out. It's time to let it go. And that's where we get that sweet surrender. That's when we feel more free. And in this time of our life, it gets shooken up. It gets like uncomfortable, because we're getting somewhere. And we need to wake up from the dream. And in order to sometimes wake up from the dream of life, it needs to turn ugly. It needs to want to scare us awake. And so this might be what you will experience. You will see other people, but remember, you are okay. All is well. All is well with you. You will survive this. You will get through it somewhere, some way, somehow. Be compassionate with yourself and give yourself love and give yourself caring. So, all right, I'm off of my soapbox. So I'm going to give Stacia a love reading. We're going to focus on love. So let me I'm going to use these ethereal visions and do. All right. I think we might use the mystical moments too. So let me take my time and shuffle. All right. All right, Stacia. Your energy is a little choppy. It's a little choppy. There we go. There we go. There we go, my lovelies. Okay, so romance, love, self-love. What is around Stacia for the week regarding love? Okay, so love can take many different forms. It doesn't have to be a romantic interest. Here's a card that just flipped over. It's Three of Wands. Okay, so the Three of Wands, and this is advice for you, is the time is now. You are sitting there, standing, looking at what there is, what's the path to take, trying to strategize love. And you want that love, you're inspired, but you're just waiting for the right time. And the time is now. If you want it, jump in it. Okay. You're looking upward. Okay. That's good. You want to know what obstacles may be in your way. Okay. But don't take too long up there on the high horse. Don't take too long up there, because they might move away. They might find somebody else. If you stay up there too long in what you think is going to happen, then you're never going to do it. And this is about action. And this is saying that there is inaction in your life. And so it's about the magic moment, the magic. I need that the timing needs to be right. No, it doesn't. The time is now. You make it right. You might mess up a little bit, but you just got to take the chance. You got to live life, not plan it out. Life is meant to be experienced. It's meant to be a journey. You make it in the end. We all make it in the end, so just be okay with that. Just like enjoy your life, because life is built on moments. And if you don't have that moment, then you never lived. You thought about living. You felt like you wanted to live, but you never actually did it. So the time is now. If you want it, go get it. All right. Okay. Well, I think it's time for you to find somebody else. If this person is accusing you of cheating, it's probably because they're projecting and they're talking to other people too. I would say keep your options open. Uh, and love yourself better. Love yourself more than this other person who's accusing you of cheating. You know, are you cheating? Okay, no. All right, you're not a cheater type of person. You have integrity. You want somebody who's going to be there and be loyal for you. And this person is accusing you of not being there. You know, he's got that little cray cray energy and a little suspicious, a little intense. You know, uh, but you know how I feel about this person. We've talked about it. I think that you need to keep your options open. All right. Living now like a motherfucker. Living now like a motherfucker. I like that motherfucking answer. But look, who we got? Celebration. Celebration. This is like 3. You got 3, and then you got 4. Okay, this is stable. 4 is building a foundation for something real. So, and something steady. Okay. So, this is about you. You are celebrating life. You are celebrating yourself. You know, the time is now to celebrate. And so go out there and have a good time. Be open. Be open. And I really feel like 3 and 4. 3, 4. So step 3 and 4, examine, celebrate, examine, have fun with it, examine it in your head. Now go have fun. In your head, go have fun. So that's like Spirit is saying, just have fun. Let it go. Let it happen. Let it move. Let that energy free. Don't hold yourself back. Release that shit. Release those toxic people. Don't, you got a bugaboo, then just, all right, get the fuck away. I'm going to live my motherfucking life, live my motherfucking dream. Fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. I've got no more fucks to give, so fuck off. That's how you should do it. King of Cups energy. All right. So this might be a person in your life right now that may be a water sign who is Cancer. You're a Cancer. Who is a Pisces or a Scorpio. Okay. So this could be you being your own king, going with the flow, and just you've had your share of tough times, of rough waters, and now you the rhythm of the ocean, and you're just going, you're chilling, you're paying attention to your intuition, you're understanding your emotional value, your emotional cues, and all of that. All right. Page of Swords. This is ideas coming in your head and easily distracted. So this person right here is what I'm picking up, is very easily distracted. He's got a lot of ideas, but that's also energy of like he doubts a lot, he questions himself a lot, he's suspicious a lot, he's in his head a lot too. So this could be the person, because sometimes he's your friend, but then sometimes he's not. He worries more about facts and figures, and so there could be this other side of him that's more immature, This one side that's very mature and this other side that's immature. Sounds to me like a very bipolar type of personality. All right, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, illusion, delusion. Sometimes he's in his head too much. Sometimes he escapes. Sometimes, he has different options. There might be a little addiction issues going on. He might be selling you a bunch of stories. uh, he might be just, a lot of stuff is what I see. Because look, if you look at this picture, this person has a mask. He's got a dead skull. There's cups everywhere, but then here's this beast. Like what's real and what's not. What's real and what's not. Some of this shit is not real. Some of this shit is fake. Some of it is good opportunity, but it's poison or a cure. All right, Four of Swords. This is about healing. This is about resting, taking a break, step back. There's 2 fours on the board. So this is foundation, mental foundation and spiritual foundation, So this is energy, the fire energy, passion, and this is the mind. The mind needs to be calm, collected, rest, meditate, clear, and energetically, you need to be happy. You need to focus on happiness, on joy, on bliss. These are the types of feelings that we want to have. We want to be at ease, but life isn't always going to be easy, especially when you come into your own self-mastery. Life turns itself up. It turns itself up to another notch to meet you, like, because you're living more of a life for yourself. And so life has to turn up the heat, because we all need a challenge. We all need a resistance. We all need, and then we're getting like leveling up. So life has to level up too. It's a little bit slower than us, but it is picking up pretty fast pace now. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. So enough about love. Let's move on. I still going to be here at least 8 more minutes. Give you that full 30 minutes that I didn't give you earlier because I had a delay on my channel, on the chat, and I just decided to, talk to my peoples. So, all right. Now I'm going to use the Mystical Moment Tarot. Let me go ahead and... There's some devil energy on you that fell out at the bottom. All right. So there's 2 kings coming around you, Stacia. One is more of a trickster energy. But that was the other deck. It just fell out. So somebody else might be coming up who is a very fiery type of person, very ambitious, very charming, very eye on the prize type of guy, little egotistical. All right. All right. We got the Queen of Cups here. All right. Nurturing oneself, listening to your intuition, the Empress. So something is being born for you, or you're in this nurturing, really in this good nurturing energy this week. So this contradicts the energy that's going on the planet, which is more masculine, is more energetic. So you are going inward and you are taking a step back out of this conflict energy, and this heartbreaking energy is like you on a different level than everybody else this week. And this is about you maintaining balance, equilibrium, about you reflecting on who you are and focusing on yourself this week. This is all, it's all about you, girl. It's all about you this week. And that's where you need to focus. And it's about you eating right. I feel like you might be a little under the weather, so to speak, but you kind of need to be. Like, I feel some sinus issues, some allergies might be bothering you, but there's something coming for you that is taking time to develop with this empress. And she has a baby in her womb, and that takes a while to mature. And it takes a little while. Hold on, let me read the comment. Yeah. The trickster is the present guy. Maybe that's just energy that was um in the past that fell out. um I believe that it might be. It's, but I don't know. I'm not for sure. Uh, all right, the hangman. So this is about you uh, waiting for something. And then ace of wands. So new energy is coming through. So this might be a new person coming through that you're creating. And I don't know who it is. And nine of cups, a wish fulfillment if you wait, if you practice balance. So there's something that has to be sacrificed, indicated by the hangman. So you may need to let somebody go in order to open up this new doorway, this new path that's wanting to come in for you. And ace of wands, I call that the penis card, you know. But in this deck, it's a flower blooming out of a book. And then we have the nine of cups, which is a wish being granted. And it takes nurturing and temperance. That's balance of yin and yang. That's alchemy. That's just getting all your tools together to be able to juggle fire and ice, that those yin and yang energies. But you seem like you will have a good week. So I like that. I like to see that for you. Um, it's just something you're going to have to give up something, but you know what that is. I don't have to tell you what that is because you have good intuition, and you just my friend, always and forever. And I feel like I'm done. I feel like I'm done. I feel like I'm done for the day. So I love you, Stacia. I love you, everyone who showed up. Mwah, 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 mwah. And thank you for tuning in to Soul Sunday Part 2 and enjoying this love conversation and me being able to share with you some things going on with myself that you also might be experiencing and have experienced. And it's just good to share one's soul with each other and have this safe space to be able to see the real us underneath all the layers that we put on every day, and get rid of the box and get rid of the cage and just be really us and seeing the beauty of who we are and even loving the ugliness of what we are sometimes, and just living life to the best to our ability without the pressure of being like anyone else. Just being ourselves. That's the goal. The goal isn't anywhere, it's just here. I am here. I am here being me, and you are there being you. What more beautiful thing that you can ask for? So, all right, lovelies. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.